Recently, a strange thing has appeared not too far from the bubble, and everybody's kind of confused. Recently, a new strange object has appeared not too far from the bubble. Nobody seems to know what it is. Some think it's a Thargoid Mothership, some think it's maybe Guardian in nature. Is this a portal? Is it something completely different? I don't know. This video is brought to you by Rich Wallet. Rich is redefining the wallet with their compact wallets made from premium materials. Their wallets are easily half the size of traditional wallets, but despite that, they can still hold up to a 12 card and has a money clip on the side. Want to carry coins or key? No problems. Rich got you covered with their optional cavity tray. All their wallets also come with RFID blocking to prevent digital theft. So check out Rich Wallet on rich.com/D2EA and use offer code D2EA to get 10% off. So the discovery of this new strange object has created all the hype in the Elite Dangerous community, and so far nobody really knows what it is. Everybody's trying to figure it out, but here is what we do know about it for sure. We know that it's something that has arrived here recently. Some people seem to speculate that it's something following that been caused by the failed launch of the Proteus wave, but we don't really have any solid link between the two, other than the very weird coincidence that it's happening right after that event. We know that the thing can move and that it moves at superluminal speed. It means it can travel, and it can travel faster than light. We also know that it can change course, so it's not just drifting through space, as has been seen to go from one system to another, and it's moving, and it seems to be changing direction. So it's not just a static object that just moves through space. It seems to be at least something is controlling it, or it's being controlled somehow. We also know that it can change color. There's been multiple screenshots taken of it where it's on different days have had slight different colors. Sometimes I have like this yellow core, sometimes it's more red in color. That kind of changes over time. Since we can't really fly up to it per se, I mean, it is traveling way faster than we can. It's, I think, estimated to fly at around 6,000 C, where the fastest we can move in Super Cruise is like 2,100. So there's no way we can get up to it, and it's not even sure if it's actually inside the perimeter of a solar system itself. It's either very big or just very bright, or both. We don't really know. I mean, obviously, it's more than just a bright light source, as when we zoom in, we do see these arms kind of streaking out in green and blue colors, indicating that it's likely just a very, very big object. Some calling it like the Thargoid star. I've seen it been mentioned, but again, that's pretty much all we know about it. Now, I could sit here and I could speculate all day about what this is, but at the end of the day, my guess is going to be just as good as yours. But what I am going to speculate about is when we're going to see this thing, whatever it is, kind of reveal itself to us. I think it's clear that at some point this thing is gonna play some pivotal role in the story going forward in Elite Dangerous. But with that, we can also kind of begin to guess when that is going to happen. You see, right now, Elite is running in two different graphic engines. We have what I will be referring to as the 3.8 engine. That's the Horizon engine, the one for people playing console, people playing on Horizon on PC. That's the graphic engine you're used to. Everybody playing on in Odyssey will be playing on what's called the 4.0 engine, so version 4 of Elite. Now, as it stands right now, at the time of this recording, Odyssey is the only version of the game that's running on 4.0. Console and Horizon is still running 3.8. Now, we know that the console transfer is just around the corner. That means that I think the date right now, tentatively set by Frontier, is the 12th of September, when they're going to open the floodgates for console commanders to be transferred over to PC. What we also know is that the 4.0 graphic engine is also going to come to Horizon in the not too distant future. Now, the reason why I think this is important is because if you imagine this thing is at some point going to arrive at whatever destination it is heading for, right? At some point it's going to arrive, and if that turns out to be, let's just for the sake of argument say it's a Thargoid Mothership, there would have to have been some kind of graphic designer sitting somewhere inside Frontier who've designed the way that thing looks in the game when we go and look at it. Now, I think it's unlikely that they would have designed this both in the 3.8 engine and the 4.0 engine. They would likely only design it in 4.0, because the 3.8 engine is being sunset, basically. They're gonna keep it alive, you can keep playing with it if you don't want to run with the new graphics, but they're not gonna do anything new with it, not gonna develop anything new for it, which is also why console has been canned pretty much in Elite. So, therefore, because I think that this, whatever it is only gonna be available if you are in the 4.0 engine, for that reason, I am almost certain that we're not gonna see this thing do anything, reveal itself to us, or be like interactable before at least the console transfer is done, and probably also when the Horizon transfer over in 4.0 has happened. And then, as we know, tentatively Frontier has set the date for console on the 12th. So that means that that's kind of our earliest possible day when people can transfer over. I think it's unlikely that Frontier is going to do some kind of massive story event with something new showing up in Elite on the same day they open the floodgates for console commanders to transfer over. That would kind of be suicide, because they're going to need the manpower, because if they add something new, they're going to need manpower that's ready to hotfix it if something doesn't work. On the other hand, they also need people when they do the transfer to fix if something doesn't work. So they're gonna need all hands on deck for both of these things, so putting them on top of each other seems to be suicide by Frontier. So therefore, my predictions are that this thing is slowly going to be moving towards the bubble over the next maybe month or two, and we know that toward the end of the year here, in the fall, that there's going to be some kind of major narrative story event happening. What it is, Frontier has not revealed to us yet, but I think this is the precursor to that event. So therefore, I think this thing is going to keep drifting around from system to system to system. We're going to keep tracking it. It's going to keep moving closer and closer to the bubble over the next month or two. And then all of a sudden, something massive is going to happen. That thing is going to arrive somewhere, and we're finally going to figure out what it is. If it's Thargoid in nature, if it's Guardian in nature, if it's a hybrid between the two. But there is one thing that I can predict, that I am almost 100% certain is going to come true. And that is the fact that less than half of you guys watching this video is not going to be subscribed to the channel. So therefore, I would like to ask you to go down and hit the subscribe button below. Post in the comments, what do you guys think this is? Do you think I'm right on my time prediction here? What do you think it is in itself? Is it like a kind of portal? But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.